Hey, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Ariel from GMS Tampa Bay 12 and GMS 13 Willis Shabbat. And we're here with another lesson, another prophecy in motion. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Kol Haloyim La, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Salutations to all you brothers out there. You should this word of truth and sincerity. Brothers and sisters listening and learning. May Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakatah. And again, it's another prophecy in motion. And just want to, I guess, to speak through the spirit, whatever comes to mind. You know, because, you know, the world is just, as the world just continues to go on, and people just continue to live and die, and, you know, people don't really consider the times they're in, don't really consider what's next on the horizon. You know, you have people right now just complaining about gas prices, complaining about, you know, wearing masks and things like that. You know, just regular stuff. No one's really complaining about the things we complain about, the unrighteousness of the world, the unrighteousness of our oppressors. You know, they want to blame it on almost said the V word, you know, but, you know, they want to blame it on that. You know, it's the Lord, though. The Lord is setting things up and putting everything in a position where you're either gonna have to make a real serious choice. All right, what are you gonna do? You gonna choose the Most High? You know, you've been going to church all your life, right? So when the time comes when things get really, really bad out here, because you remember the scriptures tell us not to worry, tell us not to doubt and not to worry. So when things get really bad out there, are you gonna trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or are you gonna lose patience? And you're going to trust in this society. You're going to trust in the Esau system, all these things that he has on the horizon for us. You know, things such as the V word that you know you got to take. You're going to trust in that, or you're going to trust in the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, they're going to crash this dollar eventually. This dollar is going to be worthless. When that day comes where $100 is worthless, and the next best thing for you to do is to get the RFID microchip, which it's going to be a whole new currency, and it's going to be good anywhere you go. You take that, you can buy food, you can buy diapers, you can do all these things and take part in society. You can drive. You can trust in that. And I'm telling you right now, and it's just little old me, who am I? But I'm just going to say right now that it'll be best for you to trust in the Lord. You know, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's best for you just to trust in the Lord, and his name is Yahweh. And we call on him through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, in his name. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's who you need to trust on. Just put all your chips on the Lord. The scriptures continually tell us not to lose patience, not to have any doubts, not to have any fear. Now it's time to show and prove, because the time of trouble is on the horizon. A day is going to come which has never before seen on this earth. Worse than the siege of Jerusalem. Worse than chattel slavery. Worse than civil rights time, we call it Jim Crow era. Worse than all that put together. That's coming here to America, and it's going to specifically affect you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to a point where you're going to have to make a choice on who you serve. Because you got a lot of blacks, Hispanics, they go to church and they say they serve the Lord. They say they believe in God and all that. But when the time comes where it's to put it to test, are you going to continue to serve the Lord, or are you going to just say, you know what, I give up, and I'm going to go ahead and take whatever Esau puts in front of me. And majority of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to do just that. You're going to take what the Lord, you're going to take what Esau is selling you. You're going to take it, and you're going to try to live the rest of your days, not knowing that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to judge you for that. The time of Jacob's trouble. The time of Jacob's trouble. You may take the RFID microchip, you may get it implanted in your hand, and then the very next day, there's going to be a collapse, or the very next day, who knows, man? All the stores get shut down, so you get the RFID microchip to go to the store and buy groceries and continue life in America. And then the very next day, everything gets shut down because of something, maybe another virus or whatever. Anything can happen. And now you sold your soul to Esau for nothing. And these are just scenarios that I think of from the top of my head, but you got to keep these things in mind. Put all your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Put your faith in the Lord. He kept you alive this long. He gave you the truth. He gave you His name. Now what are you going to do? Are you going to just take it for granted, or are you going to use His name and as a tower, as a strong tower? What is that? Proverbs 18:10, which it says, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and are safe." So if you're righteous, as you believe in your heart, you would continually use the name of the Lord, call on His name, bless His name, and expect salvation, and nothing less. But if you're not really built in a faith like that, and you're just going to church, and tithing, giving a pastor his, the collection plate and all that, you're just doing that every week and not getting built up spiritually. The only thing you can look forward to is America falling apart right before your eyes, and you taking the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast. You don't even know what the mark of the beast is. But we're going to continue to tell you. We're going to continue to make these videos, and we're going to explain to you what the RFID, the RFID microchip is, the mark of the beast. All right, Charagma. Okay, Charagma, the incision, the cutting in the flesh, Parax, the implement, the instrument used, okay, to implant the device. All right. Which is going to be clad with all your information. All right. I forget the Greek word for that, graphos. I forget what it is, but I digress. You could take that route, but keep in mind that if you decide to take that route, you're going to be comfortable in the flesh for a short period of time, for a spell. But then the Lord is going to require payment. Okay, which is going to be your life, your blood. You're going to have to die, and it's not you dying for righteousness. No, you're dying for no reason. You're just going to be part of the sacrifice, because there's going to be a sacrifice here in Basra, America. You could call America Basra. Go to the book of Isaiah, the 34th chapter, and it talks about how basically this place is going to get nuked. Okay. Talks about all the nations. It talks about the nuclear war, and then it talks about the sacrifice in Basra, which is going to be all the inhabitants here in America, save the elect. And we're trying to tell you these things because it's getting close. War is on the horizon. Death, pain, anguish, misfortune, all these things You got people dying in all types of manners right now here in America and all across the world. People are dying in some real horrific ways. And they're being caught on camera. All right, we see it on camera, all right? It's on YouTube, not YouTube. Well, some of it's on YouTube, but you go to these social media sites, they show you the destruction. They show you the judgment of the Lord. We talked about that yesterday. The judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's serious. It's not nothing to laugh at. You can't just take these things lightly that happen in the world. So, with that, Lord willing, you got what you needed out of this little in transit. I want to say, call Loyam La Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Bashem Rakam Kwadash. Because that's all we have. That's what we have is the Lord, and that's all the brothers have that in common. We have the Lord. We all love the Lord, and we all believe in the Lord, and we all want righteousness on the earth again. We want it. That's all we want. We want this place to fall, Babylon to fall. Once Babylon falls, something else has to take its place, and that's going to be the kingdom of heaven. So call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua B'Asher Rakam Kwadash. Shalom. Peace.